Alright, on the ropes out here up the boxing, man. Look who I ran into, Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny. What's good?
What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up?
Right now we doing the interview in front of the mirror right here. Let's get right into it, man. Since things been going on, you had the COVID-19 that kind of slowed the process down of what's going on in the sport of boxing.
The new norm.
The new norm.
The new norm.
What was your thoughts on that, man, when things started really progressing to the point where we are right now?
At first, I didn't think it was as bad as they said it was, but when people started dying and stuff, I said, oh, it's real. It's real. So it made sense to shut us down, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think they should have shut us down a little bit faster or had the testers ready to come up with a system to segregate, you know, what people got and what people that really, you know, did the study on it and whatnot. But I had a chance to actually first-hand see it because when we was in the silver gloves with the youngins, the Chinese was wearing masks when playing this stuff. And I was like, well, all the wearing masks
That was back in November.
That was in January.
I remember back in November, they all had masks on the plane.
Planes and stuff. So we was traveling a lot,
yeah.
you know. So, you know, when they talk about the masses and stuff right now, but it was definitely happening. It was definitely happening. Funny though, man, you know, but we see it's gonna be a different world when it comes back though. You know, a lot of people, they anxious to do something, getting back, you know, trying to get back to the norm. A lot of jobs lost, a lot of businesses gone out of business and whatnot. So, you know, this was a real factor. I remember when 2019 got here and they was gonna have the computers and all that stuff was gonna shut down and everything was gonna go to a stop. 2020, everybody thought that was gonna be that year. Look what happened. A lot of businesses, everything shut down. So, you know, a lot of people heard it from this. This is war in the sense of what happened, man, because it changed a lot of lives.
I was going to ask that, you know, during times like this, how has it affected you and your life right now?
Well, the economy is down for everybody, so everybody's been affected, you know, and that's the main thing. It's slowing up everybody's income.
Yeah, nobody can't do nothing. They know, you know, no money coming in if you ain't got unemployment or some type of money put away to, you know, fall back on it. But that don't last long neither. Because at the end of the day, people still got to pay them bills that you can't tell the rent man, no, can't pay you because you got bills to pay too. So, I mean, everybody feeling it. Shows that were scheduled, you know. We had the Golden Gloves going on. We had JOs was about to come out. A lot of tournaments, a lot of kids that was training for. They out there with the 2020 Olympics been pushed back, you know. So this was really a serious thing, you know. It's just how everybody bounced back from it, you know.
The economy is the main thing. 50% of the country is unemployed, so you can't make money nowhere because the audience ain't gonna come out because they don't have money to spend.
And then
you know what I mean?
The rules that they got in place now, I was sitting up there looking at the logistics of it. If you got 1,000, you can put 1,000 people in a building, they might break that down to 500. You know what I'm saying? And are you gonna clear what you're supposed to do at a venue, you know? So it's gonna be different.
Not just with boxing, but
everything. Anything that's dealing with people have to be there to make money. They're gonna feel it. Especially when the government set that rule that you can only have a certain half capacity, you know, and whatnot. So just gotta wait and see.
You know, in your opinion, moving forward, how you think this will affect the sport of boxing?
That's a good one. You know, it's based on how the athletes, you know, really push it. And me personally, I think you'll get people to view it if they actually put their stuff out there to get them to be more transparent with the audience, to get them to sit down and want to watch TV. Let's look at the Zone. The Zone had a little thing that they was going on with the app.
I think we're gonna have fewer promoters because the small time promoters ain't gonna survive. Yeah. Just like the businesses, some businesses make it, some don't. And some of the promoters.
It's basically who budget is the biggest. They actually can pull off certain things to get the audience to watch it and get them to actually want to buy it.
You know, with that being said, I noticed lately a lot of the amateurs now jumping straight to the pros now, or making that commitment, saying they're going to go to the pros behind this.
And a lot of them ain't get a chance to finish development and whatnot, but they making the decision because they don't want to wait around to actually, you know, go through that transition and actually get the turn pro. They just, man, might as well just go pro now because they no use for me waiting because nobody don't know. Nobody don't know.
You know, in these times you got to be creative and, you know, keeping busy while things are still on, you know, keeping your boxers still, you know, motivated, still in shape. Talk about some of the things that you do, to keep your fighters still in shape during these times?
Well, we still practicing distance training. You see our masses. Have our masses. Everybody got their masses.
We meet outside.
Yeah.
We go running on certain days,
bike ride.
Stay active.
They do stuff on their own. They better stay in shape. I can tell you that, because once it open up, man, everybody trying to eat.
When the phone call come, no excuses.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind with your pros that you have, are you able to still, check their weight and everything, see where they are,
We've been monitoring. We started off checking them, but again, nobody got a date, and that's what they fuss. I ain't got no date, but I'm saying, yo, you better stay around at a certain weight.
Exactly.
That's me. I'm not babysitting nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know when you got a date, you better stay on point, because boxing don't get younger. Boxing don't get older. It gets younger. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta stay on top of your game, especially if that's going to be a problem for you to get back in the ring. You're going to have to stay active, or watch what you're eating, or be conscious of what you're doing, because at the end of the day,
be disciplined.
That weight ain't gonna change in the boxing game. They ain't gonna sit there and say, well, since we had the corona, we're gonna change the weight. Nah, that's not gonna change. So that's part of what you have to do. Make sure you can make the weight.
I wanted to speak on Darius. A lot of people know.
Yeah, the boxer that got shot in the face. Tragic accident that happened. Good thing about it, and Coach Kenny said that kid different, strong.
It wasn't tragic. He's still alive.
Yeah.
But it was a hurt piece for the house,
Yeah, it was tragic to me, because again, seeing a 14-year-old get shot in the face. You know what I'm saying? And he lived. We lost Ronald. That was the last boxer that we actually lost. Not Ronald Gibbs, the other kid.
Oh, Ronald.
That we just lost in the streets. To have another boxer shot, and he happened to make it, that's a blessing. He's still talking. He's still doing things. So I'm kind of happy and glad. But that's his lesson and his story to tell the people. That he made it. It's just what he do now after that.
Is that a concern for you during these times like this, where a lot of the gyms are shut down, where you can't grab them and have them under your wing, and they're out in the streets?
Just the other day, I was on a Saturday, me and Kenny was sitting in the car, and Time Machine came to him and said, Coach, look what they did. They promoted their own street thug show. And we went around there and supported them and whatnot. And the great thing that I seen about it, man, no violence. All the kids from the neighborhood was having fun. Police came. They wasn't too bad about it. They was understanding, but they had their job to actually keep the social distance too. And we got that. And I said to him, I said, as soon as you let them kids go, havoc is gonna start. Right now, y'all got them in an isolated place, doing what they supposed to do. Y'all could see they could put some masses out there, and let them be them. You get what I'm saying? Because right now, the kids need something to do. They ain't got nothing to do. Guess what? Problems gonna happen.
And that's interesting that you say that, because now we're moving into the summertime. Longer hours with the daylight, and idle minds, idle time.
My key word, what I said to them is, they better find these kids something to do. You hear what I say? You better find these kids something to do. Reason why, if they don't have nothing to do, man, it's going to be havoc. You know what I'm saying? The shooting and everything didn't change because of the COVID-19. They didn't even stop, did it? It went up. So,
the kids are in the street.
It's a sticky situation that that we got to deal with it as a community, as a person. I'm still going to reach out to the kids that want to be reached out to. I'm not going to stop. Coach Kenny said, man, you ain't stopped since it happened. I said, yo, when I die, that's mean it's time for me to stop. And I feel as though if I don't have nothing to do or do anything, I'm going to be lost.
I got to ask you, with the action plans of gyms probably opening up this summer, what are some of the things you want to implement as far as safety precautions when the gym do open up that we talked about earlier?
One of the action plans that we put together was we want to do an orientation to actually let everybody know that I'm doing everything on the time schedule. So a certain amount of people want to come in and do not individual training, but 10 to 15 people at the most. And they would do multiple training. Don't come back at the time until we start getting tested and everything. We'll make sure we take their temperature when they come in. They're going to have masks on their own equipment. And once their time is over with, we shut down, re-sanitize again, open up for the next one. So we have a plan to actually get the kids in there and keep them busy and keep them having something to do. And and whatnot. And I think that would be safe. We have a doc on board who's going to make sure he tests all the coaches and everything, so we make sure all of us are good and whatnot. So we got a plan.
Hopefully God is sending something to clear this thing up.
Yeah. Say that again, Kenny.
Hopefully God is sending something to clear this thing up.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Kenny, I gotta ask you, man, how things going with Mia right now? I see she's still working out, still staying in shape.
Everything is going good, but she's just impatient. She want to fight.
It gotta be frustrating to her,
She
man.
want to fight right now. We were supposed to fight
Oh God.
March 14th.
We had 3 fighters.
Yeah.
Actually supposed to be fighting before this happened.
She was supposed to fight March 14th, and the virus kicked in.
Yeah.
And stopped to it.
Has she expressed her frustrations during this time?
Yeah, she's ready to fight. She's ready to fight, man.
Now, Coach, I've been seeing a lot of the works with preliminaries and the talks. It's probably not official yet, but you have Tank and Santa Cruz.
Well, that's going to happen. The only thing we just waiting for how they're going to do the face off and all that stuff. They've been talking. That fight would have been happening. It probably would have happened already.
Already.
We might be in the midst of it right now. But if everything work out, from all the promotionals putting that stuff together, we should see it sometime. Not soon, but we should see it, Just trying to make sure we stay prepared, get ready, do what we got to do to get prepared, because that's going to be a good one,
One of the things that was talking about in the media is that Tank was planning on having longer camps. Is that true?
No.
As far as weeks, going from like an 8-week to a 12-week camp.
No, we always kept the same number that we had, and it just based on staying consistent with it, Sometimes we be here in Baltimore and we move somewhere else to another place, So right now I haven't had a chance to sit down and come up with a strategy of what we're going to do because we've been off for a while, Pay-per-view fight, Santa Cruz, very excited fighter. Come to fight, you know what I'm saying? He gonna put that work in. Tank know this, we know this, you know what I'm saying? He already had a fight with Gamble, Lance a nice shot, but Gamble was a great vet, you know what I'm saying? He know what to do. Santa Cruz, a young fighter, you know what I'm saying? He got a chance really making some big noise, so, he got something to motivate him with.
What's your thoughts of that fight going at the 130 weight?
Right now, I just got to make 130. That's my fight.
But remember, we always talked about that. He can make that 130, no problem.
I know he can. Again, Tank gets in his own moves on what he want to do. But if he stick to Kenny's plan. What we do, because all our other fighters make it. You know what I'm saying? And do what he's supposed to do, stay for it. And he make it. Sometimes I joke with him and say, man, you probably can do 126 if you put your mind to it. But when he said, man, you crazy. He can do it. It's just what Tank want to do, But like I always say, if the money right, the fight right. If you make weight, somebody in trouble. So.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Looking at the different videos right now, he seems like he is in shape right now.
He's right now. He's enjoying himself because a lot of things that when he was younger he didn't get a chance to do. And we had that conversation, and he said something to me, man, you took all them things from me because we stayed in the gym all the time. I couldn't say nothing. I really couldn't say nothing, but I tried to explain to him. You the one had this dream. So you had this dream that you asked for now. So at this dream, you have to be real careful so you can complete what you want to complete.
And make certain sacrifices, I guess.
That's what it is. So, I get it. As dads and coaches and stuff, we take a lot of things from them because we were trying to protect them, And then when they get to that level that they're doing good and whatnot, they want to do stuff, I get it. But at the same time, you got to be mindful. This your life now.
You got shit to do.
Yeah.
Everything gonna be there when you finish.
Yeah. I said, it's not over until it's over. That's the day when he lay you down. It's over then. When you can move and got all your limbs, you can breathe, and you still can do it. Do it right. Do it the right way.
Now, do you see it possibly, let's say if he was to fight in September, do you see him having another fight maybe in December, or maybe just one fight this year? Based on the
fight. It's based on the fight, and it's based on how the world opened back up, the country opened back up towards sports. Because, everybody, they're not sure how this is going to jump off. The main thing, they want to keep everybody safe. They don't want to have nothing happen on their watch. And that's what it is. But again, Kenny say, make everybody sign a waiver.
Nigga, everybody sign a wave.
Kenny always
I
joking
said,
like
open
that.
it back up.
Open
I
it
sign
back
a wave,
up.
I'm going in.
He doing the Trump. He
I
doing the
trust
Trump.
my God.
He doing the Trump joke. Like, let
I
him
trust
go.
my God.
But again, that's what it's based on, you know. That's based. And then, like myself, I worry about, you know, not getting. I'm 55 years old. See my gray all, and I'm letting y'all see it. You know, I'm usually the youngest out the bunch. But, I worry about it, but I said to myself, man, I could be walking down the street, car accident, something. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna live my life to the fullest and keep pushing. So when I leave, I did enough to change everything that I did in the past to do good in the future.
Now I gotta ask about this, coach. Now, I don't even want to ask about it, but I gotta ask anyway because people say why you ain't asked the question. What was your thoughts, man, when you saw the training with Floyd and Devin Haney?
Man, I ain't really think anything about this. Devin been with Floyd since he was little.
Exactly.
And that wasn't unusual to me. And Floyd, and if you notice, there's a couple of old time fighters that used to fight training there. So when Floyd was working with Devin, that was the norm to me. Because he always was training with Floyd's dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Floyd always, in his mind, he was training his son. You know, and he got a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Devin was just in the right place at the right time, you know. Devin really didn't say anything. Floyd didn't really say anything. He was the leader. To tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Devin just dropped past the gym and Floyd was there. And then he just started working.
He just started working. So, you know. But, you know, Tank had his heart actually coming doing camp with Floyd.
I remember that.
He
Remember
said
that
it.
conversation.
He actually told me, no, we going to camp in Vegas. He specifically told me, he said, I don't care what you do, how you do it, we're going to Vegas. I told Kenny and the rest of the team, I said, yo, we're going to Vegas, so just get prepared for it. It's time for us to leave, we're going to Vegas. And that was it. Then all of a sudden, I looked at what you got, I said, that changed, you know, but we already had a plan in place, because you see what we do.
You know, with that being said, will Camp be at home base in Baltimore or somewhere else?
I don't know. He might change his mind. You know, him and Floyd go back and forth, you know. It's crazy with them two relationships, you know. But they do that. Y'all watch
Family.
it. Yeah.
Families argue.
Y'all watch it. You know, and Floyd like messing with Tank. Tank like messing with Floyd. They mess with each other. I think they both get a kick out throwing it to each other, you know. But I have to wait to see what Tank wants. At the end of the day, is what he wants. Once he say we're going to do it, I'm going to make him stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't getting no younger. We ain't got time to play with this particular fight coming up.
All right, man. Once again, man, I appreciate your time. I ran into him on the humble, but I didn't know they was going to be up here.
Yeah, we just got finished running the guys. To east to west. And that was a good run. Everybody didn't show up like they supposed to, you know, but the ones that did, thumbs up.
No, man, that was
a champion.
Yeah.
How's that bike ride, man?
Oh, man.
I ain't rode a bike in 13 years, man. Man,
it was so funny, man. Kitty jumped off the bike and said, yo, I think I got corona.
The amount of breath was corona. I didn't know what it was.
Hey, but we enjoy it. You know, it gives us something to do with the guys and whatnot. He ran a little bit. You know, Kenny been working out, and it's hard to get him to work out.
I can get it in.
Hey, man, I don't gain 20 pounds,
Yeah,
man.
I know. When you walked up, and I ain't know. Kenny said, yo, who's that? I said, that's Ed, man. Look at him. He said, yo, he got
gained 20
big.
pounds like me.
Like a football player. Like a football player. But just stay tuned to our pages. We just opened up our website, Rise Inc. You know, come and check us out, man. We just trying to just have something positive for the kids, you know, so they can get to where they gotta go at.
Save your youth.
Yeah, that's what the goal is. It was all about, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, talk about that, you know, through the your organization foundation of Rise.
Well, Rise is here so we can take it from Upton to the next level, to rise above all things. You know, we're not just looking at the sports side. We want to look at the trauma in Baltimore. A lot of kids that we seeing have a lot of trauma and they need help.
Years and years of trauma.
Yeah, so we trying to put systems in place to deal with that. Even as an athlete, you know, some things that people don't know is like, you know, that some of these guys go through, that how they are living with their family, especially here in Baltimore. I'm talking about the kids from Baltimore right now because that's what we deal with. They're going through a lot of stuff at home. And Kenny used to always sit there and say, yo, you don't know what they're going through at home. You got to find out.
You can't push them all the same because some of them ain't eat.
Right, so what we're trying to do is trying to establish we have all of these things just like we are at home with them to make them want to be around us. You know, I want them to be able to sit there and say, man, where Coach Calvin, where Coach Kenny at? We're going where they at. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to put something together where they're going to know where we're going to be at. This is home. This is what we're trying to do. So we're trying to get that organization to actually really, and people that works with us to really put all into it to make sure we don't leave a kid behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to change the education system. I'm just trying to teach them the way of life, stuff that we don't get in school. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to work on. I want them from tank experience, truck experience, Malik experience, and Malik Warren experience. You know, like, hold up, they the forefront. We got to make sure we make it smooth for the new ones that's coming behind now.
Yeah, I don't know if you can talk about it yet or not. Podcast.
We working on something. We working on something.
Leave that alone.
Leave it alone. Don't say that right there.
Yeah,
all right, we gonna keep that quiet right there. We leave that alone.
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta say, man, I've been seeing all the videos that Bird's been doing for you, man.
Well, that's the whole thing on Rise, to show the people what we're doing in the city, because Baltimore is a beautiful place, man. And you know, me and Kenny got a challenge that we was working on. My challenge is, you'll see, I want people to talk about their city, how much they really truly love about their city, and post it. And I'm looking for the best posts. We're gonna give you a nice prize in it. Kenny, what was yours?
To spread love.
And how you was gonna spread love?
I can't do it because I don't want nobody to beat me to the challenge yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is a good one though. You know, so when we do it, you know, we want people to do it.
When you see me with my challenge, I want you to outdo it. That's all I want you to do.
That's what he wants. The only thing I want you to do is talk about your city. If you truly love your city, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been born and raised in Baltimore, and I'm in the city. I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying? Just last week when I was down the street on Pennsylvania Avenue, the kids put a hood ring together. You know what I'm saying?
Caution tapes and 4 traffic cones.
And there was nobody inside that caution tape. But I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because they came together and did something to have something positive to do. And it worked. And that's what we need a lot of. We need to go back to the old school, the way we was brought up, to make us who we are today. And that's what we need. I try to tell the youngest, take care of your neighborhood. Because your neighborhood is your neighborhood. Nobody ain't gonna take care of your neighborhood better than you.
Now I gotta ask you, man, your thoughts on what you see going on in the country right now. A lot of protests and uprising around the country right now.
We had that same experience here with the Freddie Gray.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, you know, and then it's worse than that because of the situation we in.
It was well overdue.
Yeah. But it's more. Yeah, it's more.
Yeah.
You know, it's more to have it because the way how things are happening to black people. You know, I mean, it's just happening to ours. Like, I mean, they get shot, beat on, kicked on, stomped, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know, and I can see if the guy was resisting. You know, because I seen some films that you got somebody resisting. I thought they deserve what they got. You know,
it's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Man. It's just that we can videotape it now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it all my life. People get police beating people out in the street.
You know, and he say nothing. I was telling Kenny, I said, yo, I'll be mad as all I do. Police pull me over and they're gonna tell me to sit on the curb. But I ain't do nothing. But I gotta sit on the curb, my feet crossed like I want. You know, why should I? I'm a citizen too.
I had a experience one time. I fit a description of somebody that robbed somebody, and the police brought the victim to me, and the victim said, "No, that's not the guy." The police still roughed me up. I roughed him up too, but it shouldn't have got to that point. Once he said it wasn't me, they were supposed to let me walk.
Yeah.
They ripped my
Same things I'm
sweatsuit.
talking about. You treat a person the way you want to be treated.
We still men, no matter what the law they put in place, you still gotta
treat them right.
Treat the next man with respect. We still men. If you tell me if I hit a cop, I'm getting 50 years in prison, guess what? I'm getting 50 years because I'm still a man. They gotta change the rules. Yeah. Respect each other.
Respect each other. Well, you know, there should be some type of protocol. You know, when you go to the store to buy something, they say the customer is right. You know, I know they're dealing with criminals. They gotta watch it. What you call it? But it's a certain way you approach people. Approach a certain way that you deal with people.
No disrespect to the good cops.
Yeah, no disrespect. We deal with cops all the time. You know, and there's some good cops out there, but some of them just be on some stuff, man. They be on it.
And you can't take a person that was raised in the county and bring them to the city and they don't understand how the city is ran. There's gonna always be a conflict. Police is coming from the suburbs and working in the inner city.
Ain't used to this type of city living.
They come in here scared when they come.
Ain't used to it. You need to find people that's from the area and that don't mind getting familiar with the area. We got to.
And another thing you can do to stop police brutality: partner black and white cops up.
Oh.
There's always 5 or 6 white cops. Partner up the different nationalities so they won't do it. But the problem is they don't want to be partnered up. I've seen police right here from the same district ride past and not wave at the black cop, and they just left the precinct this morning. And come on the street and
Hey,
won't
he
even
hit a
wave.
nerve right there.
Yeah, I didn't even think
that
about
was
that.
major right there.
Yeah, all you gotta do is mix the cops
Yeah.
up, so you won't have that problem. But
that's
they don't
real
want to
talk.
do it.
That's real talk.
They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, there you have
Yeah,
it.
you have it. That's
Any any last words before we
No,
leave
that
out?
said it all right
That
there.
said it all.
That said it all.
Everybody say a prayer for the country and the world,
Yeah.
and God will answer the prayers.
Hey, I just sit there and say, stay strong, stay safe.
All right,
Peace.
appreciate your time. On the ropes, Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny.
Peace.
We out.